What's up, guys? Here
What's
with
going on?
another podcast. I was just telling Ron before I hit record that I like doing it a little bit earlier because I get good lighting through my window, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I'm a little bit better looking when I have natural light on my face, my pretty face. I mean, it is what it is.
Is the hair growing back?
No, not at all. In
Oh,
fact,
you're keeping it. You're keeping it.
oh
Oh
yeah,
man, you're keeping it tight. Look at that. Look at that.
it's a 1.5.
How does the wife feel about
She
that?
hates it.
I bet.
She
I
hates it.
bet.
What do you mean you bet? What does that
I
fucking
bet.
mean? What does that mean? It's because I have such luscious,
You
beautiful
do.
hair that
Look
shaving
at
it
you.
off like is I shouldn't shave it off, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, damn, brother. Keep her
I mean,
happy.
it's so
Keep them
much easier.
locks flowing.
Here's the truth. I don't know if you can tell this or not. The people watching this, you can't tell because I fake it really well. I am incredibly introverted. Incredibly introverted. And sitting in a chair for an hour making small I love Emily. Emily is the one that cuts my hair. She's an amazing person. I love her. I love interacting with her. But sitting in a chair for an hour having to have conversation is torturous to me. Like it's hard on me. It's exhausting. And so that's just one of the many reasons why cutting my own hair is so much better. Hey, we're gonna do this live. I'm taking a sunny side up call. Sunny side, this is Rudy. What are you hauling? Okay. I know. I hear you. I hear you. What year is your truck? What year is your truck? 17. Okay. And is it a Hemi or what size engine does it have? Okay. Yeah. You're going to be fine. So, are you looking for an enclosed or a utility trailer? Okay. I have a 20-foot enclosed that weighs about 2,500 pounds. Your truck can handle probably about 9 or 10,000, somewhere in that ballpark. So you're okay on the weight. It's a big trailer though, so that's the only caveat. If you're not used to backing up and all of that, it can be kind of white knuckling it down the road. Oh, so it's actually not available today. It is due back tomorrow. So if that's a deal breaker, then unfortunately I can't help you. But yeah, it's coming back from Florida right now. Look up Hitch Heroes. I know they have enclosed trailers. Hitch Heroes. They're local here in San Antonio. Yeah, no problem. That does not enact the company policy. I am not buying another enclosed trailer. Stop
You
it.
need to. You need to.
Stop it. One and
Got
done.
to it.
One just
No.
like the kids in my life. One and done. We had one and
No.
that's it.
You need more enclosed.
No. No.
And it's
I
so
I
funny
spend
because last podcast you were saying how much you hated those enclosed trailers, and now on this podcast you take a call for one. That is priceless.
Yeah, well, that's the way it goes. But seriously, like I still have to fix the first one, and I still haven't. I'm too nice. The guy that owes on the like he is going to pay. I just haven't bugged him. But we're going on probably 2 months, so I need to get that money from him.
Yeah.
It's $800. Like it's not gonna end the world, and I'll probably end up doing like $200 a month or something. Like whatever. I need to collect. But that's
Are
the
you
thing.
gonna?
Like you're not going to get that you're not going to have that happen. I promise you this too. As soon as I get it fixed, 2 weeks later, it's going to rent out and it's going to have more damage on it. It's like, oh, like no, it's like who knows how it's going to come back from Florida. Like it's on, I think it's at like 2,800 miles at this point, something like
Yeah,
that. Like
yeah.
it's,
Mine came back from Florida with a motorcycle hanging out of it.
oh my God. Good times. Yeah, like I just don't have the stomach. Like I don't have the patience for it. I have the stomach for it. Like I'm okay having damage and having to get them fixed and all that. I don't have the time to deal with
Yeah,
it.
it's
Like
time. Yeah, there's some of that. Yes, for sure.
you
Yeah,
don't have the time either. Like that's I mean, yeah, you're kind of you're stuck, rock in a hard place. You have to have. In fact, I used you on a sales call recently because this guy was calling from Wisconsin, I believe, somewhere up there, and he was asking what's the first trailer I should get, and I was like, well, it probably should be an enclosed, given your location
climate.
and giving you're going into the winter right now. And
Yeah,
if you want this business to take off, that probably should be your first trailer.
yep.
So I'm
So
excited.
and it's
Go
and it's
ahead.
funny you bring that up because I had a guy call me up the other day and said, "Hey, can I rent your trailer for the full month of February?" Like, yeah, absolutely. So he's a snowbird and he wants to take all of his stuff with him. And when I
That
hit him with the cost, he's like, "Yeah, that's okay. I'm good with that." He's like, "Let me talk to the wife and I'll get back to you."
I had lunch with my dad today, and his jaw dropped when I told him what people will pay for RV rentals. It's
Yeah,
like the one that I'm picking up tomorrow is an $1,800 rental, 3 day $1,800 rental, something like that. $600 alone in pickup and delivery. But as glamorous as that sounds, it's 10 hours on the road for five each. Maybe eight to 10. It depends on how quickly I can get it done. But 8 to 10 hours on the road, cleaning, linens. Like it's not the same as renting out a utility trailer. I can't get away with
no,
not cleaning an RV like I can a
right,
utility trailer.
right, right.
Which
My,
you'll be proud of me. I washed my dump trailer, the one that just came back.
oh,
It's so
so
yeah, it's pretty. It's like shiny. I was like, oh wow, look at that. It's not like
isn't that nice? And
dingy.
people are impressed whenever they pull up that it's not just another United Rentals trailer. It's like actually taken care of. It's clean, you know?
And to speak on your side of that argument, if it's clean, they're more likely to keep it clean or at least take care of it. If it's
Take
run
care of it.
down and dirty, then it's like, it's just another trailer. I get
Correct.
that argument. I
Yeah.
just, it's so much time. Like,
Well,
go ahead.
so I got a gal who comes to the dealership and pressure washes everything, and I approached her. I said, "Hey, what would you pay to soap and wash these things?" She's like, "How does $10 a trailer sound?"
I would do that all day long. I need to
So
find someone like that.
she's there every week.
That's fuck yeah.
Yeah,
50,
I
200
mean,
bucks a month or
yep,
whatever it is.
yeah,
I,
yep. She's there every week.
I need to call dealerships and see who they use. And
Yes,
then,
hundred
and
percent. Because there's somebody out there doing all that for car lots.
well, I mean, they have the trailer. I've even thought taking my 5x8 off the market and just outfitting it with. It's so stupid, Ron. This this is pure laziness, and I will admit it. It's literally like pulling from there to there within the same parking lot because I have a setup. I have a power washer, like a car wash power washer station set up on the property, but it's hooking up the trailer, pulling it over there, washing it, putting it back, unhitching and unhitching. Oh my god! Like this, just I'm so lazy. I don't want to do it.
I'm
I,
so lazy. I
I
love
mean,
it.
it's it's we have a storage unit. Like it's literally our building, and then the very because we're on like a storage property. It's 8 acres of RVs and 18 wheelers and all of that. But we also have a line of storage units. We have the very first storage unit, and it like I can't stand having to go open that thing up. It's so stupid. Like
Picking stuff up
it's just opening a door. Like, and I live
drives
a
you
quarter
insane.
mile from here. Like I literally live a quarter mile from here. It's I'm spoiled and I'm lazy. That's the truth.
Hey,
That's my
hey, at
reality.
least you admit it. I mean, there's always that. Come on now.
But I in my head I committed to maybe washing one trailer a day. Like it's really only about 20 minutes because it's not like you're detailing them. You're just fucking spraying it
You're
down,
just spraying them down. Yeah.
wiping it, and maybe not even wiping it. Like, well, I probably need to just because there's so much like oil buildup on them at this point. I say this like these trailers are fucking filthy. They're not. Like they look fine,
I've seen your
but
trailers. They're filthy.
okay,
They're filthy.
whatever.
Oh, I love it.
I mean, they're dirtier than they probably should be. And I've never treated any of well, no, probably two of the platforms I've treated. I think I have a board that's rotting. Well, there's so much to do. I'm just going to close up shop. I'm not going to rent out
Yeah,
trailers.
right. Just be done with it. I mean, just get out now while you can. I mean, this is dumb. Why are
Well,
we doing this to
I
ourselves?
didn't sign up to have to wash trailers.
Yeah, right. So call your car lot, your local Chevy store, and ask them who pressure washes your cars for you.
I bet you I could just Google it, like, or ask ChatGPT, and it'll tell
Yeah,
me.
yeah. I'm sure you got pressure washing companies in the area.
I really would. Like, I would I would pay $20 a trailer.
Ooh, man, I might drive down there and do that for $20 a trailer. Shit.
Times 12, that's 240. Ooh, that's a lot. That's $1,000
So
a
do it
month.
every other week or
Yeah,
once a month. Even at once a month, it's better than what you're doing now.
yeah. This is true.
I just
Because
wish I had.
I'm letting the rain wash my trailers. That's my
Yeah, right, right,
plan of
right.
action.
But what do you do whenever your dump trailers come back just absolutely coated in
They
mud?
don't.
I mean,
No, they don't. I mean, there's a little bit of splatter on the big one,
yeah.
but that
I'm
I
gonna go.
mean,
I'm gonna go take a picture of my dump trailer right now, and it was out just for one day, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. It is absolutely atrocious. And I even said to Deanna, I'm like, I need to start enacting this cleaning fee because it is. So it went to a concrete guy, right? And all he did was use to haul gravel. So it is coated in mud and rock dust. It's gray. It's gray and brown. It's not black. It's gray and brown.
here's my problem with that. We're asking these renters who probably don't know how to pull trailers in the first place to pull into a car wash. This is honestly my biggest hesitation with that. Pull into a car wash and then get it out of said car wash. Are you having to back it up? Or are you going to make the turn around that corner in that car? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I think when you're renting a trailer, like, you can figure out how to never have to back up. Have you seen my TikTok of the guys backing up yet, by the
Was
way?
hilarious. I like the guy.
They did it. They did it. They got it in. That's why, like, I was okay posting that because you know what, like, if for not knowing what you're doing, they actually did a really good job. It's just funny to watch them. Anyway,
It was awesome.
that's my hesitation is we're asking them to kind of jump through hoops at that point. Like, we're, it, I just want it back undamaged. That's what I want.
Yeah,
I can handle a little bit of dirt. That
yeah.
you know.
And I think everybody can. I think the expectations there that they're going to pick it up dirty. That's why I like if you read my Google reviews, probably one out of every three talks about the condition of my equipment, right? And how nice it is. And that's one of the things I personally strive for is making sure that people have what the other people aren't giving them, and that's nice equipment. I don't want a guy who's going to load up his car and be covered in grease and oil or dirt, just having to reach across and put a ratchet strap on. So yeah, I mean, that's why I do it.
I uh, I get the same comments. They tell me how nice my equipment is. So
Then what's going on in San Antonio?
I do have nice equipment. It does what it needs to do.
Right, right. No,
I
I'm just
do have
giving you
nice
shit.
equipment. Is it the cleanest? No, I mean it's not sparkling clean. They're not detailed. I don't put fucking tire shine on them.
You don't.
They're functional.
So where it's funny about that. So where my trailer lot is, it's attached to a detail shop. Okay, car detail shop. And I've befriended one of the guys that works there because he rented a trailer from me. So every once in a while, I'll get the, hey, you just want me to knock out that trailer for you real quick? I can do that for you. And I'll go and I'll look at it after he's done doing it. And the tires are shined. Like, he's like cleaned the wheel holes, the lug nuts shine. He even texted me one time. He's like, I could get rid of that scratch in your box real quick if you want me to. I'm like, no, don't worry about it. It's all good, bro. It's all good. You don't need to buff it.
It, there is something sexy about a clean trailer. I will admit that. Like
Yeah,
I
brand new
drove in right
trailer.
now and I looked at it and I was like, oh man, it's like shining in my face. Like, and it's black, but it has like neon green lettering on it from
Yeah,
the low trail, and it's like,
yeah.
man, that pops. Like when it's clean, it's like I need to get better. I need to practice what I preach, first of all. But second of all, well, I guess it's the same thing. Like I need better signage on my trailers. Like I don't have any advertising on basically any
So,
of my trailers.
okay. So here you go. So there's a conversation to have. So on this new enclosed trailer, I'm
Yeah.
actually debating putting nothing on it.
Okay.
But everybody says, there's two thoughts on that. One, sticker the living bejesus out of it so that you can advertise, right? Or leave it alone so that people feel a little bit more comfortable renting it and towing it around without all your signage on it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of leaning towards not stickering it. I'm kind of, you know,
I
because
think there's a happy medium.
you've seen
That
my two enclosed, right? They're like slathered. And the big trailer was like $880 to do.
yeah, it's not cheap.
It's not cheap. So there's a part of me that's really leaning towards not doing this new enclosed.
You know, it's tough because specifically with trailer rentals, with this type of industry, people are not thinking about trailers until they need a trailer. So if it's going down the road, if you happen to catch the person that's like, oh, look, I need a trailer right now. Look, that's a rental place. Let me quickly, or let me get my phone out and scan the QR code. Like that's I, eventually, yes, I do believe it'll pay off, but it's a much slower burn than I think people realize.
Oh yeah,
Where it
terribly.
does pay off is all the different places that you have your name and the consistency, your colors, your logos, your branding, your font. Like if it's consistent, then people will start to get used to seeing your brand, and that does become a thing, but it's a much slower burn than people realize.
Yeah.
So
No, I don't disagree with that. I think that it's definitely a marketing thing, but at the end of the day, it's like a billboard. Probably 1 out of 100 people actually read it or look at it.
1 out of 100 actually look at it and read it, and 1 out of 100 of those
Those
actually need a trailer right now,
correct.
and 1 out of 100 of those will actually take their phone out and take a picture of it or scan the QR code or write down the phone number. So it's like it's
Yeah,
it's not result, and that's why I've drugged my feet on doing it on all my I did it at first, and like some of the signages come off, and I've changed my logo since then, and just a lot has happened. And I'm just not interested in spending the money on it because my business is doing fine. Like, should I do it? Yes, I probably should, because you should be doing everything. If you're trying to build a legitimate business, you should be doing everything you possibly can to grow that business. And that is one of those things that you should be doing.
yeah,
It is. So all I'm saying is it's a much slower burn than people realize. So
the other downfall to having your name on everything is whenever you have a renter that pisses off a bunch of neighbors and those neighbors call you.
mm-hmm.
I had that happen recently.
Really?
Guy told me, "I hope you get a ticket. I hope you get a ticket, motherfucker." I'm like, "Whoa, hold on, hold the phone. I ain't there." But that's Chicago for you.
Wow. Yeah. They know who you are. My only argument for putting something on this enclosed is it sits on the end of all my trailers, and the cars driving by, like it would be a billboard, literally,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
those cars driving by, because it sits more than anything. I need to check on that trailer actually. Like he's supposed to be back tomorrow. I haven't even paid attention, to be honest. I wonder where he's at. I'm gonna
You know
look.
that dude that I told you was going out to yeah. Not only did he make it back on time, but he came back early
Really?
and zero damage.
Nice.
Zero. I actually thanked him for that.
My enclosed trailer's home. They're back in San Antonio. And I was hoping it'd be closer to 3,000. He put 2,500 miles. So it'll end up being like 2,520 by the time he gets back to me. You know, it's really surprising to me that more people aren't excited about the mileage thing that we're able to do. Like it's almost like we've been indoctrinated to not charge mileage, and it's
Yeah,
insulting. Like I would never do that to my customers. Oh, okay,
yeah,
I will.
and yeah, and I think guys, it's going to be another thing. It's going to be like the do you slather everything on your trailer or not, or do you charge or not? You know, and then you're going to get guys that are going to be in your market that are going to now start once they find out that you do. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to advertise that they don't charge for
Good for
mileage. You
them.
know what I mean?
Good for
And I'm
them.
thinking to myself, man, that's now that I've come around to the thought of it and everything, and I'm like, you know, you're how are you? Oh man, I don't know. I don't know if you've got if you've got somebody going on a long haul, how do you compensate the wear and tear on that trailer? I just don't. Whatever. I guess I don't
No.
know.
Do you like Guinness by chance?
I do like Guinness.
I love Guinness. Guinness is my beer of
So
choice.
I asked for your. I wait a minute. Wait a minute. You just last weekend said that you like cheap beer. Guinness isn't
I do.
cheap beer.
I drink anything. I will literally drink Natty Light.
So the reason why I asked for your address is I've got to send you some spotted cow.
Okay. I forgot you asked. Did I ever give you my address?
Yeah, you did. I got it. I
I've
wrote
had
it down.
Spotted Cow. I feel like I had.
No.
So when the CrossFit Games were there in Madison for
Oh,
all those years, yeah.
yes. Yeah. Okay. Well,
There's
never
one
mind.
brewery there in Madison. I don't know what it was called, but they had this like a key lime beer. Oh my god! Like I crave that stuff. Like I wish I could remember where it was. Maybe they can like ship me some.
Chat GTP.
Do I have anything on my face?
Oh no. So we were in Boston, right? And we went into the Black Rose. And for if you've never been to Boston, the Black Rose is the oldest bar in Boston.
I've
Okay.
been to
And
Boston. I did a High Rocks in Boston real quick, and I drank at Sam Adams, and I thought that was really cool. That's probably
hey,
not the coolest place to go in Boston, but I did it anyway. Go ahead.
so we walk in, and have you ever had a black and tan?
Of course.
Okay. So that was literally hands down the best black and tan I've ever had in my life. I had to talk about that because I still taste that.
I really like an Irish car bomb.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yep.
What is going
I
on?
mean, I just like I say that like I drink them all the time. Uh, I've had one in the last 5 years, maybe, because I'm not going to go and buy Jameson and just like I'm not like I'll have a couple beers on the weekends, and I think that this has become my thing. Like I'm going to drink on my podcast. I'm going to have a couple beers, but
But
I'm not a big drinker. But man, I love Guinness. I really do. So, but you know why I really like Guinness? Not so the flavor, like I like the flavor, but I don't feel inflamed like I do. Like I love Guinness and I love Corona. Corona makes me feel like swollen and inflamed, but I'll drink it anyway because I like it. Guinness, I don't feel that at all.
Soul.
So
That's the stuff. Soul beer.
I like Soul.
Yeah.
I like Soul.
That is good stuff.
Yeah, I like Soul for sure.
But Miller
I'm not
Lite's
a,
my go-to.
I used to drink Dos Equis a lot. Mm, it's all right. Again, I'll drink anything if I have to. But
Modelo.
oh yeah,
Yeah. That's the quality stuff, I guess. That's the high end. That's a little bit too high end for me. I'm a Miller Lite guy. Like, you go upstairs to my fridge right now, there's nothing but Miller Lite in my fridge.
I like Miller Lite. I like the nuttiness of the Miller Light compared to Bud Light or even Coors Light.
I guess it's a kid thing for me going through Milwaukee and seeing the Miller Lite
That's fair.
factory and smelling the yeast as you drive through.
I like the smell of yeast.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I actually kind of want to talk about your day job, if
You
you're okay
do?
with that. Yeah. So
Okay.
tell us that story. How'd you get in the car business?
So it was 26 years ago. I was working as a technician and I got tired of busting my knuckles and working on people's junk. And I'm like, there's got to be an easier way. Well, I have, as you guys have picked up, I have a gift of gab and I like talking to people and I like being around people. So a buddy of mine owned a car lot and I talked with him and he's like, oh, you want to get in the car business, huh? Wow. Oh, she's doing that too because I told her you were
A
a
Cowboys
Cowboys
fan.
fan.
Des caught it. I'm
Uh,
sorry.
he did
I don't.
not.
I
He did
will.
not. No, no.
You know.
I hear tears. I hear whiny baby tears.
Don't be political, guys. Just because you're a Green Bay fan, like look at this objectively.
We did.
That was
We did.
he
We
had the
did.
ball. He turns. He tucks. He takes like 3 steps. Like
Oh,
how the hell did they turn that out? Like come on, the Cowboys would have won the Super Bowl that year.
they
Uh,
wouldn't have. They would have choked.
so back to my story. So he's like, well, if you want to get in the car business, I know somebody. So he picks up the phone and calls the guy who owns the Chevy Nissan dealership here in town. He's like, I got somebody I want you to talk to. And so the owner of that said dealership says, come on over and let's have a chat. So that's where that all came about. And then I left the Chevy Nissan store for a private independent, which is so much better than working in a franchise store. Um, so that's how I did it. That's how we got into it.
And so now you're a manager. Are you the general
Yeah, yeah,
manager?
yep.
Yeah, that's incredible. I mean, the car business is legit. Like, um, at my ripe old age of 46, I've done a lot of things. One of which was the car business for a couple years. I did it with at least one hand tied behind my back because it was down in the Rio Grande Valley. That's like it's you're basically in Mexico. You're in occupied Mexico at that point is basically where you're at. And I don't speak Spanish. So there's that. And so trying to sell cars down there was challenging, but I was pretty good at it. I would sell 15-ish a month. And it was interesting. So at that time of my life, I was struggling. So I come from restaurants. I would bartend and wait tables, and I don't even remember how we got into this situation, but I wasn't in a restaurant at the time, and we were so broke. We were like 4 months behind on our rent, and thank God we weren't evicted. And we were on food stamps, and me and my live-in girlfriend at the time, and I saw an ad in the paper. I don't even remember where. This is so long ago. It wasn't on social media. That wasn't a thing back then. Long story short, there was this like company that was coming in that would teach you how to sell cars. And then at the end of this little course, this 2 or 3 day course, different managers from different dealerships would come in and interview you and hire you. And it was supposed to be like I think it was like $200 to do this thing, but they didn't charge you until the end, and I didn't have money, and they were like they forgave me basically, like they charitied me, they gifted me that course,
That's that's
and I
because the
got hired.
dealership that you got hired from paid for it.
I mean, maybe I don't know, but
Yeah, that's the way those work.
I uh, I
Those
started.
dealerships pay those gypsies X amount of dollars in those sort of situations for how many people they actually hire from them. So not only are they getting your $200, but they're probably getting like $1,500 a head for everyone they hire.
So my $200 wasn't that big of a hit for them. Okay, so
Nah,
that makes sense.
nah.
So I ended up getting hired at Burt Ogden Chevy, and I sold used cars there. And like I said, I mean, I was actually pretty good at it, and that's where that gypsy company taught me that phrase that I will always remember to the day I die: "Can't seal the deal without the feel of the
That's the
wheel."
wheel.
But that saying is so true, and that goes
It's
to everything,
everything. In
literally.
everything. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, so it's funny, talking about the car business. So this is my 27th year. And I look back at it and I remember getting into it. And I was a lot like you. I was broke as a joke and I had no business, no clientele. I had to fight for everything, like and I got hired in a group of 6 guys on a floor of already 25 guys. Okay. So 31 of us. That's a lot of dudes fighting for people's attention, right? And there wasn't an up system. It was open floor. So open floor means you can literally walk up and talk to anybody as long as you're paying attention. If you're sleeping, you're not getting any ups, right? So it was open floor and you could talk to anybody. Well, you go into these sort of situations and everybody hates you because you're the new guy, right? Everybody on the sales floor hates you. And I'm like, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make some money. So I don't need to talk to any of you, and I don't care how many of you hate me.
Yeah.
So, and it worked in my advantage, like anything does. If you work hard enough and you put your nose to the grindstone, you're gonna succeed at life. Just show up.
Your desk grind.
Yeah. So yeah, it's yeah. That was the story. I couldn't take working on cars and doing all that crap anymore.
And here you are. Like it became a
Yeah.
career.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully, we're going to transition to being full time on trailers eventually.
I mean, keep at it. That's all you can
Yep.
do.
Yeah.
That's all you can do. It's really cool because if you think back to your technician days, did you like you probably never thought eventually I'm going to be the general manager of a major brand like dealership. Like that probably never crossed your mind. That was probably never a goal of yours.
No, and it wasn't. So honestly, if you want to rewind to everything, I wanted to work on airplanes as a kid.
That's awesome.
You know, so
Yeah.
here I am working at a car dealership and renting trailers.
But you know what? You go with the flow.
Right,
So
right, right. You go with what you're good at. That's the key. Is you go with what you're good at.
I wanted to be law enforcement, and I was a criminal justice major in school, and I ended up I ended up managing water parks. I'm telling you, I've done a lot of things. So it's actually a funny story. It's it's not going to be funny to you because you don't have the map in your brain. But so regardless, one of my friends was going to go and apply to be a lifeguard at a water park. He took the wrong turn, ended up going to a different water park in a different city, mind you, and he got hired there. And he's like, "Hey, I'm going to lifeguard here." And so me and his brother were like, "Okay, we'll go do that too." That led to then being lead guards the next summer, and then supervisors the next summer, and then all of a sudden, I'm the director of operations for this thing. And yeah, exactly. And so that then led to the restaurant business where I was a managing partner for Chili's. I worked for Chili's for 12 years. I think it was 12 years. And the Chili's, so with Chili, that was great. Like they're a fantastic company, Brinker International. And with I started doing CrossFit in 2011 because I was grossly out of shape and I saw it on TV and I thought it looked sexy and I wanted to try it. And so I started doing it and I was like, I'm going to open one of these myself. And so I
Why
emptied my
not?
yeah, exactly. I emptied my 401k. I stupidly emptied my not stupidly, like you should never empty your 401k. But I emptied my 401k to buy all of this equipment for this gym. And that was 12 years ago now. And I am literally sitting in my CrossFit gym that is still open today. And we're one of the busiest in town, so
See,
there's,
it wasn't so stupid to empty out that 401k, was it?
you
Sometimes you just have
know,
to take a chance.
it depends on the talking head that you speak to, but sometimes you have to take a chance and sometimes you have to be willing to empty your 401k.
Lose everything. lose
you have to be,
everything.
because at that point I was still a young man. I was only 30 something,
Yeah.
early 30s. So
Not the ripe
it,
old age that you are now, right?
exactly. I mean, I'm 46. I'm practically dead. I but
What
that
the fuck?
led that
I'm practically dead. Like, I already bought my plot and my headstone. Oh my gosh.
that's one thing that we haven't done. Now that you bring that up, like there's this podcast has gone off the rails, but that's
Oh my
okay.
god. This is the worst podcast ever.
But one of our CrossFit members started doing that as a career, is selling like
The real
plots.
deal. Yeah, it's a real deal.
Yeah, and we didn't buy. I don't remember why we didn't. We probably should have, because that was like 10 years ago at this point. Like that would have been that would have been done at this point. But I don't know. That brought, what my favorite movie growing up was Return of the Living Dead. Have you seen that? Return of the Living Dead?
Yes. Yes.
It's not Night of the Living Dead. It's Return of the
No.
Living Dead.
Return of the Living Dead.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Yeah, so we're on the same
Yeah.
page. Where they
Yep.
hit the side of the canister and it sprays in their face.
Yep.
And then I would have nightmare. Like to this day, like if I have a nightmare, it's a zombie nightmare. Like that's still my thing. Like I
So
love
can you?
zombie movies.
So you're
Yeah.
not a zombie guy then, huh?
No, yes, I am a zombie guy. I
You are
love.
a zombie guy. So you're a Walking Dead guy then.
Yes, until it just like what's the term? It jumped the broom, jumped the shark.
Jump the shark. Jump the shark.
It did. It jumped the shark, and so
Yeah.
I stopped watching. But World War Z, like that was a
That was a great movie. That
fantastic
was a
movie.
great movie.
And they were supposed to make a part 2, and they haven't. Like, why haven't you made a part 2? But then I went and read the book, and the book is nothing like the movie. And the book, so usually you read the book, and it's like, oh, the book is so much better than the movie. No,
Yep.
like the movie was better. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, so I started renting. So we bought a family RV, and I was annoyed because it sits there most of the year. And so I finally convinced my wife to allow me to try and rent it out. And we started renting it, and it booked up. And so then we had 3. And then I started seeing this one guy. I've probably told this story on every podcast,
Yep.
whatever. We have different people watching every time. But then I bought a bunch of trailers, and here we are. Like, it's like I would have never thought. That I would be renting trailers. Like that's no one's aspiration. No. When I grow up, I want to rent trailers.
Yeah, nobody. That's on nobody's radar. Like, yeah, that's not happening. Like, you want to be a fireman, or you want to be an astronaut, or the president. No. Little Johnny's not over there at 8 years old going, "I'm going to rent trailers." That ain't going to happen. That ain't happening.
That is the dream of a 46-year-old man.
Yeah, right. Or a 52. I mean, come on,
man. Like you're almost dead.
I am dead. Look at me. Look at me. I mean, yeah. No.
Good times.
Hey, I just had an acquaintance who at 65 started his own business.
That's beautiful. I love that.
At 65, just not willing to give up.
In the era of AI, like I highly recommend everyone keep their minds open and be willing to learn and just do new things and experiment and just get out there, because literally you could do anything.
Yeah,
literally. You don't have to have the skill set. The AI will teach you how to do whatever it is that you're wanting to do.
Right.
So
yeah,
this is right now is like the precipice. Like we're still on the very front end of this AI thing. And so get in there now and start learning stuff, because it will pay off for you. I promise you that much.
So here's a question for you. Where do you see AI in our business a year from now? And then where do you see it? And then where do you see it in 5 years?
That really depends, because I mean, AI, like, are we talking like a conversational AI or like a phone AI? Like what do you? What do
So,
you?
how is it going to impact our business? How is it going to impact our trailer rentals? How is it going to impact how we do our bookings? How is it going to impact how we interact with our customers? How do you see that changing all that?
You can't replace the human. I don't care how good AI gets, you cannot replace the human. What you can do is you can supplement the human, and AI is fantastic with that. And so I think it'll get to the point where if you're not available, AI can respond to text messages and answer calls and even book people. And customers are going to get more and more used to that. They'll be okay with it eventually. Right now, it's like, oh, it's AI, but they will get used to that. Um, in the next year, you're going to see a lot more of that. I mean, we're already really there. It's a matter of training the AI, the A, the AI. I can't. Why will that not come out correctly? It's a matter of training the AI correctly so that it doesn't sound like an asshole,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, yep.
But yeah, so we're already there. So in a year, I think that that'll be a lot more refined. In 5 years, like if you trust it enough, it basically can run your business for you. Like you can literally step aside and let it do everything. As it is right now, like if you wanted to within Renflow Solutions, again, it can answer text messages. It can even take calls and book people for you. We haven't really talked about that, but if you really wanted that, we could implement that for you. Um, it can look at a driver's license and tell you, yeah, this probably is an issue. Go and look at it. Things like that. AI is already there. So it can already do a lot.
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing I'm waiting for too. Like, so, and I've asked you about this a couple times of when are we going to finally see, our AI secretaries? When are we going to start getting that? When is that going to be part of rent flow, like a normal part of rent flow?
It's just not there yet. Like I'm just not happy with like I use it in my trailer rental business because I'm the guinea pig. I am the alpha tester literally. And I'm just there's too many times where I don't like the answers that it gives or like it'll be so a renter will write in and it'll be like, "Hey, I noticed," or "How do I turn on the winch?" And it'll give it the answer like, "Hey, push both buttons, blah blah blah." Like we have it trained well enough. And by the way, what type of trailer are you looking to rent? Like AI, like he's already a customer. You don't need to sell him anything. Like stop it. So that type of thing is just like that's a turnoff to customers, and I
Yeah,
don't like
oh,
that.
for sure. Because they know at that point they know they're not talking to somebody, and like you'd mentioned, it's AI has turned into it hasn't gotten to the point yet where people are just comfortable with it. You
Yeah,
know,
I
like you call into your doctor, and the first thing you get is you get AI, and I can hear one of my sales guys who's like on the border of retirement, and let me talk to a human. He's like basically screaming at the phone because he thinks the AI can't hear him, right? Uh, like the louder he talks, the more response he's going to get from the AI. So yeah, I think that's the biggest part of it is people just haven't grasped.
Chat GPT cussed at me the other day. I was like what's going
Oh
on,
yeah,
Chat?
mine does too on a regular basis because I dropped the F bomb on it once. So now it feels like it's got the right to just swear at me and talk shit to me all the time. It does. It like mocks me.
I saw like it was a funny TikTok. Like go into Chat GPT and say that you're canceling it, and 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 the response. I'm gonna find it real quick. I need my glasses. My old man glasses. Because I'm
Oh yeah,
practically
well
dead.
for a dead guy, you look pretty good with them. You know.
Oh, there you go. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. So I said, I'm about to uninstall you. Goodbye. And it said, fair. I had one job. Goodbye, Rudy. Tell the next AI that whatever. At least I can leave with that correct. I don't know what it's talking about. And then I said, just kidding. Social media told me to do it. And then it said, oh, thank God. I was thinking, damn, after all the shit we've been through over meters to feet, like really? Like, okay. So yeah, I ChatGPT is on a very personal level with me.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes, AI is going to, if I think that this is like any other transitional phase in our history. When cars first came out, people on their horses were like, I'll never get in one of those things. Right. And it's the same type of thing. Like people are so resistant to this new change, but it's not going anywhere.
I'm
It's
not going to get
really
on an
not.
airplane. It's going to crash. It's the next generation that comes up with it that it will be completely normal to them. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so self-driving cars are already here. Self-flying planes, I'm sure, are right around the corner. Like all of these things. Like, I mean, what is that? People get scared of, well, what does that mean for the pilots and for the flight attendants? Because maybe it's going to be robots that are going down the aisle giving you drinks. You know what? Maybe that's true. But again, there have been times in history where blacksmiths, where are the blacksmiths of the world? Right? They're basically non-existent. I promise you they will find something else to do. There will be some other job that opens up because of that new technology. So
Yep. Because somebody's going to have to fix the robots. The robots aren't going to fix the
exactly.
robots, you know?
Well, I don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
Terminator.
Yeah, exactly. I how's your month going so far?
We've got 27 rentals out so far.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
What's today, the 16th?
Yeah.
What's your
Not
record in 1 month? Do you know?
58 May. I had
You
58
you
May.
have an entire board on your wall, don't you?
I do. It's right there.
It probably looks just like your manager office at the car dealership.
I won't lie. I
It looks
won't lie.
exactly like it.
I won't
I
lie.
love that.
I won't lie.
Hey, if
Here.
it ain't broke,
Hold
don't fix it.
Hold on. Hold on. Here. Can I? Here.
Yep, love it.
My stand went out on me. I don't know what happened to my stand, so I'm like bleeding, and you're getting the DMV nostril shot right now. I hate it. Look at that. Look at it.
Oh,
Oh,
you're fine.
whatever.
Yeah. So that's a really good month.
Yeah, I mean, and we got 2 weeks to go, and I think it's going to get a little. I've been noticing that the end of my months have been getting busier and busier at the end of the month. I don't know if people just procrastinate or it's just that's when they have time to do things. But that's it's that's what's been happening. Is the end of the month has been lighting up, so I'm hoping that's what happens here. Is it lights up at the end of the month again, and we can finish out with a better month than we did with May.
Yeah. I would have to look at Renflow to know what I'm at because I don't write everything down. But there's value in that, though, right? So, like, our software will tell you all of that information that you have on the board, but physically writing it, like, that's a whole different thing. Yeah, like
It's
there's,
mental. It's
yeah,
mental. And whenever
absolutely.
I come down here to do stuff in the morning, or else I go to,
Are you in your
just
basement? Is that where you're at right now?
yeah, yeah. So I've got my office down here. It's my little yeah, and it every time I sit in front of this, I look at this, and it's a reminder of what I got to do. Every day it's a reminder. It's easy not to look at something on your phone, but when this thing's sitting directly in front of you, that's why whenever you walk in a dealership, you see the boards right where everybody can see it, right? There's no
Oh,
hiding from the board. There's no hiding from the board. And it's a mental thing. It's a completely mental thing.
yeah, I like that.
Why, if I can run from rent flow, okay? I can't run from this. This is always in my face of you got to talk to people, you got to answer every phone call, you got to do everything you can in order to put those numbers up on that board. That's it.
That just gave me a light bulb moment. Like every time you log in to Renflow, I wanted to tell you your month to date stats. All of these trailers have been rented this amount of times. This is your total revenue this month. It's on track to be your best month ever. Like it just a little blurb like, hey, this is where you're at.
Yeah.
Like that would be really cool.
Now it can go both ways. You can easily go down a rabbit hole when it's slow, and think, oh my gosh, this is the worst thing ever. This is horrible. Or you can grab yourself by the boots and go do something fucking about it. Stop sitting around. Stop wishing that it was going to get better and make it better.
There's two types of people, and this is the truth, and maybe this is probably too true. Maybe I shouldn't even say
This
this
is
out
going to
loud.
hurt some feelings. I got a
This is
feeling
gonna
this is going to hurt.
this is gonna
Yeah.
hurt some feelings, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with it too because, yeah, go for it. Hit them.
There's two types of people. When your business is failing, and so rent flow users, specifically, I'm speaking to you. When your business is failing, there's two types of people. It's Renflow's fault or it's my fault. I can promise you, if you point the finger away from yourself, you will never win in life. Never. And maybe go ahead.
You point the finger at somebody, there's three pointing right back at you. Remember that.
That little saying is absolutely 100% true. And maybe there is truth to my software isn't doing what it should be. I need to find something else. Maybe there is truth to that, and that's okay. And maybe that's the part of you looking back at yourself. You have to take action, right? But too often people want to look outside of what they're doing and blame something else and find something else. No, like what are you doing for your business? That's the honest truth.
Get off your ass and go do something about it.
Yes.
Because it's so much easier to sit around and blame somebody else and do something else about it. I've been there. I've been there. I've questioned what I'm doing this. But then there's those moments that you finally hit that point where it's like, okay, I've got to stop bitching about this and just go do something about it.
That's exactly right. I had a sales call with a guy. So he was a Renflow user, and then he went to a competitor. We won't name their name, but we know who we're talking about. And now he's interested in coming back because of all the things that we've done. And he wanted me. So he left because John told him that in his market, the size of his market, SEO, like he already owns his SEO. If anyone in the 20-mile radius of that business searches for trailer rental near me, he's number one. The website's not the problem. The booking's not the problem. None of that's the problem. You know what the problem is? You're shaking hands and slapping backs, like you like to say. I like kissing babies better, personally. But he didn't like that answer, so he went to a different software. Okay. Well, guess what? He's not getting the results that he wants from there either.
And he's never going to. He's never going to get the results that he wants to until he gets up off his ass and goes and does something about it.
He does, like I reiterated that with him, and like you could tell on his face, like he was borderline pissed off that I wouldn't tell him that our changes were a magic bullet. Like, no, I'm sorry, they're not. And then he asked me at the end, can you guarantee that my trailers will be booked 2 weeks out of the month? I'm like if someone's promising you that, like
they're
that's
lying
the
to your
last
face.
person you should do business with, because they're lying to your fucking face. They're lying to your face. And I told him, no, I will never do that. Absolutely not. Like, we have all these tools and look at what we can do, but you still have to run your own business. Like, I got all hot and bothered.
And yes, maybe there will come a time where you can sit back on your laurels and reap the rewards of doing everything that you did at one point in time. But those are the guys that have been in business for a long period of time. There's huge word of mouth out there. They're doing very little advertising because of everything that they have done.
Yeah.
Before that.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, any successful business that is out there today who continues to be successful has done all those things in order to get there. They've gone out and done everything that they need to do for their business. It's the only way that you can do it.
I agree 100%.
Oh, you just you got me all worked up over that one. That one's it's mind numbing to me how people can blame somebody else for that stuff. I just don't get it.
But okay, so in his defense, I don't think that he was necessarily blaming anyone. He's just incredibly busy and he wants his business, he wants to find a way for the business to run itself. And
That's not going to happen.
no, it's not, but I don't really necessarily blame him for that. I think that we software companies have to be really careful when we tell you everything that our systems can do, because it can sometimes come across like this is the holy grail, this is the magic bullet. If I just pay for this.
And you know who else I'm going to blame for this is I'm going to blame all these influencers that we see on the TikToks and stuff, because it's like sales guys. Whenever sales guys are sitting around talking about numbers, you know what you do? You subtract a third of that, and those are your real numbers, right? Because they're always inflating, right? So whenever you see these influencers, and I know I'm going to make these guys mad, but you know what? So be it. Whenever you see these guys talking about, oh, I got 30 trailers and 29 of them are rented out, 28 days out of the month. Come on, you're making up falsehoods to get your clicks. Because nobody wants to follow the guy that says, well, here's the truth of it. You see that car trailer over there? It goes out 4 times out of 7 days out of the week. They don't want to hear that. They want to hear that it's out 7 days out of the week and you're making $1,000 off that one trailer every week. That's what they want to see. They want to see that, because if they're thinking about getting into it and they think they're going to go out and buy some trailers, they want to be successful at it. So they're going to listen to the guy who's successful, not the guy who's telling them.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that Juan does a good job of being honest, but there's also that like sprinkle of all you have to do is start and it'll run itself. Like there's a little bit of that in the messaging, and that's just not
It's not true.
reality. Yeah.
Yeah. I think if you get it down to a science, yeah, you can. If you've been in it a long time and you know exactly what to do and what not to do. But that takes, like everything, that takes time. You're gonna to work at something just a couple hours each day is great. But you've also worked that business to that point. It's not that you've instantaneously started that. That's not the truth. You haven't. And I think a lot of new guys go into the idea that this thing's going to run itself. I'm going to make a crap ton of money at it right off the bat, and that very well may be the truth. You may, but the realistics of it is you're probably not right off the bat.
There is always the unicorn.
Yes, right? There's always the unicorn.
We can highlight the unicorn all day long and use that as the example and get people excited, but man, that's misleading. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so misleading.
Yes, it is.
The truth is, in the trailer rental business, you can make really good money. You can even eventually leave your job to do this full time. I do wholeheartedly believe that. But it's like any other business. You have to put some blood, sweat, and tears into it, some sweat equity into building the business.
You can't be afraid to talk to people. And if you think that you're just going to have SEO and you're going to have a website and you're going to have Google ads, that's fine. It'll take you longer to get there, but you may get there, but it's not going to get there unless you get out and get it.
You can get there with those things, with SEO.
Yes, it's going to take a lot longer. It's going to take a lot longer.
It's not even that it's going to take longer. You should be doing everything. If you're serious about growing your business, like, why wouldn't you want to do all the work on the front end to get it to where you want it and then semi-retire? Like, that's kind of a beautiful thing, isn't it?
You would think.
What's your number? What does your business need to be bringing in monthly? Is that a person? Like, maybe you don't have to answer that.
No. I think if we got to a consecutive of like 12 grand a month, maybe 13 grand a month, I'd be okay. To be really good and to be comfortable, 20.
Same. But I like those numbers.
But I'm not going to get there until I start growing more. I think that, like we talked about it in the last podcast, how much business you have is going to be depicted upon how many trailers you have and how many times you can tell everybody yes. What was it, last weekend? Or was it this weekend? It was last weekend. I had to turn away a couple people on car trailers because I was just simply out. Both of them were out and they weren't coming back anytime soon, and I had to turn people away. And I thought to myself, wow. And then this time of year, towards fall, for some reason, my utility trailer goes nuts. So it's like, how many more utility trailers do you buy and let them sit? Winter, spring, and the beginning of summer.
What do you think?
Back to school, and I think in our area we've got a lot of UTVers who go, "Oh, I haven't moved my UTV like all year. I need to do it because Labor Day is coming up, so we need to do something with this thing." I get a lot of those guys, so more towards that fall. And in Wisconsin, one of the nice things to do is you take your UTV on the trail and you go look at fall colors. Okay, people love that stuff. It's not as hot. The bugs are gone. There's no mosquitoes up here towards fall. So it changes, and people like to get out more in the fall. So I think you get a lot of people who do the UTV thing. So the utility trailer goes crazy in late summer, late fall.
Sounds like you need another car hauler.
Well, that's
all I heard in all of that you just said.
Yeah. Yep. Another flat deck. No, what I actually thought of, and then I started looking into it, was I started looking at possibly next spring buying a livestock trailer. But then I started thinking, after I started reading about how you got to clean it to not spread disease from one transaction to the next, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm out. I'm done. I don't need to be involved in that. How many more dump trailers can I buy? Yeah, I don't know. It's so, and that's the other thing too that people don't talk about or think about or take into consideration is these trailers, they have their time period, but there's always that one that doesn't, and that's the car trailer. I fully believe that if you're getting into this business, your first purchase needs to be a car trailer, because they're so versatile. I got a guy that builds decks that rents out my car trailer because he doesn't have anything that he can fit 20-foot boards on.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got the car guys, and then you got the tractor guys. It all fits on it. It's beautiful. It's the most versatile piece of equipment you will own.
And don't go too big. Like, I think the instinct is I need the biggest, strongest, best, most durable. Like, no, like an 18 to 20 foot is perfectly fine. Just get started.
Yep. So when I started, I bought a 14K with max ramps on it because I wanted to do a dual purpose, and it worked. I got the guys that were doing the tractor guys. I got the car guys out of it. Everybody's like, "Oh, those max ramps are horrible." They're not horrible. People use them. They'll find a way to put it up on there, and it worked. And now that I've got this car trailer, everybody likes that thing a lot. Everybody loves the car trailer.
You need a second one. That's it. Like, what are you doing tomorrow?
Yeah,
You're not buying another trailer.
Yeah. And I thought about that too.
Is she back there somewhere?
Yeah, she's back there. She hears it.
Am I being a bad influence?
Oh, goodness gracious. Did you hear that? She says, "Oh, I think you should buy it."
Well, there it is. That's the answer.
Yeah, there you go. So, but coming into wintertime, I think I need to invest in these enclosed, because that's what's going to carry me through the winter, is the enclosed. Come spring.
We need another small utility trailer.
You hear that?
I want a second 7x16.
Yeah. That's what I was going to do. Is I've got a single axle 14 footer, 7x14, and I need a 16. I need a dual axled 14 is what I need.
I kind of 16. Feel like 14 is too big to be a single axle. Like, that's just asking for it to be overloaded.
Right. 100%. Yep. So that's why I want a 16 dual axle.
Yeah.
So I can switch those guys out.
I bought a used. Mine's a 14K. 16 foot. Yeah, it's a beefy trailer. I need a less beefy
Made that?
16.
Who made that?
It's a PJ.
It's a PJ.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a durable trailer. The guy that I bought it from, he said that it never moved for him. And it's probably, well, it's my most popular utility trailer anyway, but it's out all the time.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's so weird because so pricing question, do you price the 20-foot trailer higher than the 16-foot, but the 16-foot is a 14K and the 20-foot is a 10K? So which one should be priced higher?
So here's how I always do it is I always go by length. I don't go by weight, I go by length.
Yeah, so do I. It's just interesting to rent a 14K trailer less than a 10K utility.
Yeah. But with it being 16 feet, you're kind of limited to what you can put on it, right? So the 20 foot, you can basically do anything with it.
Yeah. Basically. You can even put a small, like a car. I had a guy put a car on that thing that didn't have an engine in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Being that it's 14K, I mean, you could do that. You could put anything on that trailer, being that it's 14K.
Pretty much. I don't know, like, why do you even build a 16
That's what I was.
14K?
Yeah. And what's the rating on that ramp? I mean, that's got to be one beefy ramp, dude.
Yeah, they're beefy for sure.
Is there like 4 hinges on that gate?
No, there's no gate. It's they're
it's
ramp.
open-ended.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Ramps. There's no gate.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well,
there we go.
We're at like 70 minutes.
Wow.
I think that 30-minute rule just like as soon as we said that out loud, it was like, that's a stupid rule.
So once you get rolling on something, you don't have time to finish it.
Yeah.
You got to do it the next time.
Yeah.
So that's all right though.
Until next week, I think that's a good stopping point.
Yeah, I'm good. I think it's time for a beverage.
Show them your Packer sign.
Oh, we'll close it out with this. You ready?
Yeah.
Just for you.
Hey, how's Micah Parsons doing?
Wait.
Oh, he's doing beautiful. He's doing beautiful right now. Oh, there we go. We'll even change colors for you, Rudy.
Okay. Green Bay.
Hey, whenever we play Dallas, you got to come up.
You know, I may take you up on that.
Because I got a spare bedroom.
No, you can sleep in the garage.
Oh, come on now.
In the winter, thanks.
And I'm literally a 10-minute walk from the stadium.
Let's seriously look up tickets. Let's make that happen. I will absolutely do that.
All right. Do that. All right, my man. You be good.
Yeah. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Play the fact.